I guess he saw the sweatshirt.
Afternoon, Friday, hockey day. We're back at the Ford Ice Center in Bellevue for a 3-game session this weekend. We're kicking it off playing against the Philadelphia Little Flyers. Boys are down on the far end, so we'll be seeing some action down this way for the first and the third period. We're still trying to work out some camera issues, so we're still old school. And that's just the way it's going to be for now. So 30 seconds until pucks are picked up and we are dropping the puck live at center ice. You heard the buzzer. We're gonna get after it here. I'm gonna move around a little bit for you early to get some good looks, or hopefully get some good looks, the better looks. I don't like this look, so I'm gonna move it. See what we got here. I think this will get it right here. Sorry about the jittery picture when I rotate and move, but this doesn't have that little cool gimbal feature, so. We are about to get underway. First line of the day, looks like we're gonna have Heyman out with Sisti and Kennedy. Kennedy playing forward, we've got Simpson working with Carney on D. Sticks are banging, it's go time. Let's see who's going off the ice early. Back in action, here we go. Puck is loose in the neutral zone. Picked up by Kennedy. He finds Sisti, number 12. He's surrounded by 3. Flyers take it, send it up ice. That icing is waved off. Picked up by Simpson. Over to Carney, 93. Sends it through, and icing is the call. No touch. Quick line change by Coach JP Dumont. Davis comes out. He's got Farragut and Fitzy. Fitzy's back, number 29. Coming back after a concussion a week and a half ago. Good to see him back. On D, we've got Farragut and Graham. Puck up the wall. We've got Loesch on the wing. Loesch, Fitz, and Davis. Puck on the loose on the far side. Graham sends it across, picks up Farragut, centers it to Davis. He tips forward and chases. Over comes Loesch, now in the neutral zone, sent in by Graham. On the jump, Minish. We'll call him Zave. I think I keep saying his name wrong. Loose in front. Minish. Nope. Centering pass goes to Ackright, number 19. Ackright, Reg, and Howard out on the line. Towery with the shot blocked. Get you spanned out a little bit there. Puck down on the far end. Back behind Leighton Jones, who's in the pipes. Number 1, Leighton Jones, the left-handed glove. Picked up by Howard. He throws it in, chases. Gathered up by Zave. And offsides, Junior Preds. Good action early. Face off at center ice. Ronayne out on the face-off draw. He's out with Halter, Simpson, and Gorsica. Looks like Coach is mixing up some lines a little bit. Far corner. Picked up by Carney. Carney sends it up the near boards to Gorsica. Comes up a little short of the blue line. Sent to the far corner. Halter comes in, seals off the wall. Picked up by the little Flyers. Sent across ice to the far side. Hard finish by Ronayne. Picked up by Sisti. He comes on. He comes up center ice. He's got some skating room. Open ice. He comes all the way through. Gets to the net. Cuts. Shoots. Fires. Finds the back of the net. I'm sorry I missed it for you. Trying to rotate. Sisty picks it up at the blue line, comes down, splits the D, and puts it in the net. Sorry, I did not track that well. 1-0 is your score. 13 minutes, 6 seconds on the clock. Heyman line comes out. Sisty stays on. Kennedy, 75, pushing his way through traffic. Over to Heyman. Back on D is Farragut and Graham. Farragut sends it across to Graham. Graham fires it out to the blue line, tipped. We got room to skate. Heyman puts on the speed. In comes Kennedy. He gives the swat to the goalie. He gets ganged up on, takes a little right. I got to learn how to get to the net myself. Good solid play of the net. In case there's a loose puck, we'll take it. Face off. Left side. Capture the whole thing. Heyman draws it over. Kennedy comes into the corner. He's got one. Farragut off the wall. Sends it to the net. Far side, Sisty. Banging away at it. Sisty comes behind the net. Puts the brakes on. Gets pile driven into the wall. Kennedy gets upended, or Heyman gets upended. In comes Kennedy at the net. Takes the goalie stick out of his hands. Far corner, Graham, out of the little Flyers. They tried to center, hit off a skate, loose in the middle of the ice. Now picked up back the other way. Xander takes a look, centers. Here comes Davis. Davis shoots, goes wide. Back over to Kennedy. Out to the post. Little flopper back behind the net. Comes over to the corner, out to the blue line. Towery keeps it in. He skates in, shoots, fires it right on net. Davis gets upended. And we'll have a face-off draw on the dot right here in front of us. Davis will slide in for the draw. He's out with Fitzy, Loesch, Towery, and Minish. Referees pushing boys back, creeping in. Puck is down, draw, won by Davis. Out to Towery, out to Minish. Minish shoots, tipped in front, Davis picks it up. Sends it back out to Zave. Zave throws it down wide. Back down to the Towery. Towery keeps it in. Fitzy back off the wall. Back the other way. Icing waved off to a tip puck. Zave sends it over to the near boards, over to Towery. Little collision along the wall. Picked up by 14, Davis. Up to the far boards. Sent across ice, tipped in by the Flyers. Hard cut by Loesch. Loose in the middle, picked up by Ackright. He cuts across to the near boards. Sends it up ice. What do we got? We got Howard. He does a little bump and chase. Comes in fast and furious. Takes out a Flyer, picked up by Gorsica. Or Ackright, and a whistle. Play is dead. Reg comes in, throws a little hit. Net came off. Reg talking trash. Trying to get the attention of the Flyers early. 10:40 on the clock, 1-0 is the score. Junior Preds up on the Flyers. Here in the first, Ackright steps in for the face-off. He's joined by Reg and Howard. Far side. Big hit, miss right there. Ackright. Carney takes it out, sends it to Simpson, back over to Howard. Howard sends it in, picked up by the Flyers. Here comes Reg, stops, puts the brakes on. Ackright, corner. Sends it back over, Ricky. Picks it up, sends it back the other side. Over to Ackright. Ackright flips it out to Carney. Carney fires on net. Loose in front. Oh, Ackright had the whole net open, just missed it. In comes Simpson. He tries to drag it past the D, or the D. Flyers send it down ice. We'll have an icing call at 9:51 on the clock. Good action by both sides. Shots are 6-0. 6 shots by the Junior Preds. Ronane slides in for the face-off. Number 16. Halter and Gorzyka join him on the line. Gorzyka rides him into the corner. Off of Ronane's skate. Kept in by our blue liners. We got Graham and Farragut on D. Graham tries to send it in, gets deflected. Back out to the neutral zone. Halter turns, moves it up ice, picked up by Flyers, and offsides is the call. 9:22 on the clock. Good spin of action, back and forth. So Gorzyka was going to the bench. He stays out. Ronane flips it. Flyers control it. Kept on the far side. Chased down by Graham. Icing will be the call, and we'll have a face-off. Right back down on our zone down here. Kind of come off the dot. There we go. Davis comes in for the face-off, a lefty. Oh no, sorry, that's Heyman. Heyman's a righty, 24. I saw a 4. Nice pickup by Sisti. Then over to Kennedy. Hard shot to the net, deflected wide left. Oh, big hit by Sisti. Oh, picked up by Heyman. He fanned on the shot. He had it. Loose puck in front. Sisti picks up the trash. Throws it in on the secondary shot. Goalie lost the stick. Sisti was camped out in front, picked up the loose puck, lifts it high, makes it 2-0. In favor of the Junior Preds. I'm on a diet. Back in action. We're talking popcorn over here. In comes Kennedy. Heyman in the corner. Up the wall to Farragut. Kept in by Farragut. Kennedy comes in, knocks his man into the wall. Gathered on the far side by Minish. Over to Sisti. He chips it forward to Heyman. Heyman gets wiped out. Now to Sisti. He comes across. He's got 3. Tries to put the brakes on. Gets back on his feet. Does a pirouette. Keeps the puck. Looks out to the blue line. He finds Towery. Towery shoots. Goes wide right. Great look by William. Kept in at the blue line for a moment by 22. Zave Minish. Far side, Towery. Gives a little check. Goes to the ice. Pinned at the wall. Anybody's puck. Back up. Moving it forward. Xander comes in. Goes to the finish in the neutral zone. Junior Preds controlling the pace of the game right now, bringing the puck up with a little bit of authority. Being aggressive early. In comes Fitzy. Fitzy gets through, shoots. Good forehand shot by Fitzy. Lifts it high, puts it in the mitt of the goaltender for the Flyers. Nice work by 29. Good to see him back on the ice. Davis comes in for the face-off. Loesch right behind him. He'll try to draw back, and Loesch will fire. Nope, moves it to the net. Far side. In comes Carney. He picks it up, keeps it, cuts to the backhand, finds Simpson. Simpson shoots, goes wide left. Over to Fitzy. Picked up by Davis. He turns, drops it back to Fitz. Fitz boarded. Loesch comes in, helps out. Fitzy got upended hard there. Gives a good push back. He got held right there and flipped over. Stepping into the play with Simpson. Puck is offside. Fitzy's not happy. It's fired up. I like it. 6:54 on the clock. 10 shots to 0. Jonesy's not going to know what to do when the puck comes to him. Defense is doing a great job on the other end, keeping the shots away. Oh, big hit at the wall, came up a little short on Reg. Simpson comes in, offsides is the call, and a face-off will be in the neutral zone. That was Reg on the receiving end, but the hit came up a little short. So Ackright will come in, take the drop. Number 19 steps in, draws, kicks it. Flyers steal it. Knocked out by the Preds D. Comes Reg with a nice hard hit to the wall. Keeps it, bangs away. He's getting double teamed. Ackright comes into the corner. Reg picks it up. At the wall, at the blue line. Back to Reg. Reg has something. Backhand. Nice pass to the middle. Howard with a great shot. Gets a good shot on net. I got to get over there for you guys. Good shot by 28. Good feed by Reg, number 92, with the backhand to center ice. Centering that pass. That might help a little. Ronayne, 16, steps in for the face-off. Joined by Gorzica and Halter. Farragut's on D, and he's working with Graham. Off the wall, kept by Halter. Back to Gorzica, sent to the far corner on the wrap. Ronayne seals the wall. Halter picks it up, kicks it back to Ronayne. Onto the backhand. Back to Halter, he bangs away. Puck is kicked out. Down in front of Jones, he gets a touch. And Farragut collects it behind the net, breaks it out, sends it up the far wall. He finds Halter. Halter gives it to Ronayne. He looks, feeds. Looks to see Graham on the push to the net. Nice pickup, Ronayne. He looks, sends it back out to the blue line to Graham. Over to Manish. One with Zave. We gotta go with Zave. 22. Turns, looks up ice. Brings it up the wall. Sends it around. In comes Kennedy. Kennedy just averted a huge hit that was coming for his head. Nice awareness by Kennedy. 75. Sisti comes on. Towery's back on. Towery just got pancaked against the wall over to the far side. Picked up by Sisti. He's working his way through traffic. Comes in hard, shoots low, deflection covered by the Flyers goalie. And he'll have it for a face-off over on the far side. Heyman comes back out, joins Kennedy and Sisti. Towery and Minish. Zave. Face-off draw. Heyman, shoot. Goes wide, shot wide by Sisti. Kept in by Towery, centered by Kennedy. Back to Kennedy. Bang, bang, bang on the puck movement. Far side, banging on the wall. Picked up by Sisti. He looks cross ice. Just pushed hard into the wall. Comes up with it. Heyman on the backhand. He gets pile driven into the net. Everybody's coming in. Flyers put the hit on that pushed him into the goalie. But like anything, they come in and start picking. He didn't go in there intentionally. He got pushed hard. So line changes both sides. Davis joined by Loesch, Halter. Towery and Zave stay on for D. Davis draws, pins it, gives it to Loesch. Loesch in the corner. The first one hit. Davis comes in, helps. They're digging away at the corner. Big hit by Halter. Attaboy. Manish down low, gets it to Davis. Davis drops it to Loesch. Loesch comes in, tips it into the corner. Davis behind the net. He circles across. Takes a little chin music from number 3 from the Flyers, and out goes the puck. Towery collects, sends it across to Halter. Now Halter and Davis give chase. Back behind the net. Davis stretches out, gets a piece of it over to Loesch. And Flyers ice the puck, and icing is waved off. So the pressure is definitely coming. It's a one-way street. 14 shots to 0 in the first period. 2:58 on the clock. And like I said, it's a one-way street. Nice work by Aki. Aki working his way through. Gets to the net. Gives it a good run. He was down there on a line change. Reg comes on. He's joined by Howard. Howard moves to the middle, gets it taken away. Now he picks it right back up, goes to the middle to load the forehand. Looks across, fires, deflected. Over to the wall. Now to Reg. Nope. Picked up by the Flyers. At least let Jonesy have one shot. He hasn't seen any action. He's had one puck touch down there on the far end. Carney in the corner. Reg comes in. Back to the near boards. Over comes Graham. He loads up with a big hit. Graham in that hip check. He's got the hip check going. Junior Preds try to clear the zone. Jonesy's finally seen a shot. Back to the neutral zone. Knocked down by Reg. Back the other way goes the Flyers. Nice open ice by Graham. Taking the Flyers off ice. In comes the foot race. Reg comes over. And nothing doing. Face off on the left of the Flyers goalie. 1:40 on the clock. 2-0 is your score. Junior Preds up on the Little Flyers. Ronayne steps in for the face-off. He gets it out. Oh, quick shot by Halter. Misses wide right, or wide left. Back to Halter. He throws it out in front, blocked by the Flyers, chipped out of the zone. Got past Farragut, collected by Graham, moved to the central, or the neutral zone. Now picked up by Graham in the near corner. He goes cross ice, finds Halter. He gets it out of the zone, then taken away by the Flyers. Deep behind the net, picked up by Farragut. He sends it over to Gorsica. He got shut down. Halter gets it over to Ronayne. He clears the zone. Forces the Flyers to reset. 50 seconds remain in the first period. Sent up the wall, chipped out by Gorsica, and we'll have icing. Oh, nope, didn't make it. Puck's still live. On comes Zave. He chips it out of the zone, taken back by the Flyers. Now to Ronayne. Sisti on the wing. He comes up the middle. He's got some skating room, got the speed, gets the edge, and gets wiped out. Interference would be the call. Big interference. Why are they yelling at it? It's obvious. Even I know that one. Ah, put a cork in it. It's my video. I can say what I want.
I can't take you anywhere.
I know. You're the reason I am the way that I am.
Well,
I'm like Popeye.
you're about 15 seconds off on the video.
Oh, really?
So we saw the score before you announced it.
Well, there you go. I figured there's some delay. Heyman steps in for the face-off. 19 seconds remain in the first period. See if we can get a quick one here. Pinned at the dot. Collected by the Junior Preds. Heyman looks across, goes to the backhand. Loose puck in front. Backhand. Oh, shot goes wide by Heyman on the forehand. Carney with a big hit. Gives it to Heyman. 1 second. And at the buzzer. Good rush by the Junior Preds. We'll have a quick intermission. We'll be right back for period number 2. All right, we are back. Period number 2 coming at you. 16 minutes of hardcore hockey. Jonesy, number 1. Give him a little look. He's all serious right there. Face-off draw won by number 24, Heyman. He sends it over to the wall. Quick rush to the net. Shoots. Goes wide left. And we got a whistle. I think the puck went out of play on a deflection. No, you can't see it because it's way down on the other end. Some dirty glass makes your picture a little fuzzy. Or we'll get it right back down here when the boys come back this way. Simpson walks the blue line, sends it across, finds Sisti. Down low in the corner, he centers, finds Carney. Carney shoots wide right. Good solid shot on the forehand to Carney, back to Simpson, or Graham. Graham sends a slider down in front, deflected off the glass. Picked up. Now over to Heyman, he's on the blue line. Loose puck in front, slides through the crease, picked up and sent down ice. Icing is waved off. Heyman will collect the puck. He'll survey, break out, look to his left, look to his right. Sends it over to Carney. Carney takes it up the wall. He's got room, gets to the net, centers. Heyman fell down. Nope, that wasn't Heyman. Heyman's got the puck. He comes across, skates it back out, circles, takes it across, takes it all the way around, puts a shot on. Blocked and saved by the Flyers. Hang on just a second, I'm gonna give you a spin around the world. Trying to loosen up my tripod a little bit here. Davis, number 14, slides in for the face-off on the far side. He's got Zave and Towery on D. Fitzy and Loesch on the wings. Out to Zave. Zave looks, cuts to the left, drops it back. Picked up by Loesch, backhand over to Davis. Davis cuts back, loses the puck, keeps it, sends it back over to Loesch. Loesch to the wall, centers it to Zave. Zave drops it to Fitz in the corner. Towery sends it across, finds Zave. Zave over to Davis. He looks back, loses the handle, bumped off the wall. Back behind the net, back over to Zave. Now to Towery. Puck came out. We'll have to reset. Zave sends it off the wall, finds Davis. Davis chips in, and we're offsides. Trying to level off the picture a little bit for you here. Howard sends it into the far corner, finds Ackright. Loose in front. Oh, Howard. Looks like he fanned on it. Howard had a chance. Flyers come across, get to the middle, forehand, pad save by Jonesy. Picked up by Graham. Graham gets it out to the neutral zone, then gets it right back. Out to Howard. Howard sends it forward. He finds Ackright. Ackright's got a break to the net. He goes to the backhand, cross ice pass, tipped in. I think that might have been Howard. Not sure who that was yet. Who do we got? Give me a number. Oh, Reg. Reg, 92, off the tip. Great feed by Ackright, number 19. Had 2 on him, sends it across on the backhand. Picks up Reg, and Reg tips it in, makes it 3-0. Second period, 12:56 on the clock. Ronayne out for the face-off. He's got Halter and Gorsica. Simpson and Kearney manning the blue line, trying to keep the Flyers honest. They got one shot on net versus 19 right now, and the Flyers are offsides. Face off in the neutral zone by Ronay. He keeps it, sends it over to Gorsica. Back to Kearney. Kearney comes back into the picture, and we send it up ice, and that'll be icing. Kind of quiet in here right now. Face off to the left of Jonesy. Oh, no, I'm corrected. It's gonna be to the right of Jonesy. Ronay will take the drop and draws it to the corner. Kearney sends it over to the far side, gets Gorsica, he tips it out of the zone. He comes in, keeps it at the blue line, goes to the net. Centering pass, off the pads, Halter's there, back behind the net, centering pass again. Came up a little short. Right in front of the net. Nice pickup by Kearney, number 93. He cuts it over to the near boards. Right in front of the Preds bench. Halter gets taken out. He gets right back up. Gorsica dives in. Takes it for Halter. He drops it to Ronay. He chips it in after it came out of the zone and the Preds reset. 3-0 is your score, folks. Second period. Most of the action is on the Flyers end of the ice. Boys are working them over pretty good in the offensive zone. Shot to the net, goes back behind in the corner. Heyman picks it up, finds Sisti, walks in, cycles behind the net, looks to wrap, looks to center. Centers it to Simpson. Simpson's there, walks around, comes back. Now out to Towery. He looks, fires a shot, puts it right on net, sealed off by the goalie, by the Flyers, and we'll have a face-off on his right. 11 minutes remaining in the second period. 3-0 is your score. '24, Heyman comes out for the face-off. Zave and Towery on D. Face-off draw won by Heyman. Finds Sisti on the far side. Now in the corner, back to Heyman. Oh, right in front, loose puck. Who's got it? Sisti on the wing. He brings it all the way back. Cuts back, loses an edge, goes to the ice. Puck comes out in the neutral zone. Flyers trying to mount a offensive comeback there. Kennedy, he just got upended, but that didn't do much. He got the puck loose. Kennedy will pick it up. Big hit by Zave. He's going to get a penalty. You probably saw part of that. Open ice, but they're going to call interference on the hit. Parents must have got it right because they all went ballistic over there. So Zave's in the box for 2 minutes for criminal activity on yellow. So we're one short. We'll have Davis, Towery, and Loesch. We're missing one. Get it going, boys. Here comes Farragut. Davis on the draw. He motions to Farragut. Draw won by Davis. Moves it over to Towery. He sends it off the wall and clears the zone. That does not make it down to the far end, so no icing. Back come the Flyers. Strong check there by Loesch. Deflected high off the glass. In the near side here, Graham comes on. He's joined by Davis. Davis tries to clear it. Gets it over to Loesch. Davis gets a piece of it tipped high and gloved by Jonesy. second. I wouldn't even call that a shot. That was like 3 feet wide of the net. I went between the bars. Maybe a sticker bars. Face-off draw. Fitzy slams it to the wall. Back out to the line. Flyers. Coughed up. Picked up by Fitzy at the corner. He's got Towery, Gorska, Graham on the ice with him. Shot tipped wide, high, out of play. And a face-off draw on the far dot. Rotating the boys quickly, getting fresh legs out every shift or every whistle. On comes Reg, joined by Ackright, Farragut, and Simpson. Reg will take the drop. He's got some good sharp skates today because he brought them to me before the game. Referee positions. Reg pushes it forward, picked up by the Flyers. Sent in, tipped, hand pass in front of the net. Shot goes down wide. Jonesy on the pass, blocks another shot. Centering pass, Jonesy in front, spreads the pads wide, puts a left pad on it, and he covers. Nice work by Jonesy. 3 rapid shots. Good work by Ackright to block out in front of the net. And line change coming for the Preds. Face-off left to Jonesy. 9:09 on the clock. 50 seconds left to kill. Heyman will take the face-off. He's got Sisty and Carney working with Towery. Heyman draws, pushes forward, kept by the Flyers, sent over to the far side. Sisty comes in, poke check, gets it to his feet. Centering pass, intercepted by 24. He chips it out of the zone. Great job by Heyman not to give it full pace. Sisty goes down, picks up the loose puck, backhand, puts it in the back of the net. Nice, that's hustle right there. Oh, they waved it off. Oh, my bad, folks. I got y'all excited for nothing. Nice seal of the post by Jonesy. Sisty had the breakaway, lifted the puck, and it looked like it went in the back of the net, and it went off the bar. So we are still 3-0. We got all excited for nothing. Sorry if you spilled your popcorn on my account. Down goes Heyman. He got tripped at the blue line. Back to 5-on-5. Zave comes in with a big rush to the net right off of the penalty. The puck comes down to the near side. 2 guys on, and we got too many men and an icing. They missed the too many men. We got lucky there.
No, he went to get off the ice and he came back and he meant to go get it. And the other one came off with it.
We got lucky. Oh, we got a midway break. We're going to clean the ice, folks. We'll be back in probably 6-7 minutes. I'm going to mute you for a moment. So it's a good time for new snacks, new drinks, and a restroom break. All right, we're back. I was on the other side of the ring. That's an interesting proposition. All right, we got a period and a half coming back to you here. We got 8:04 on the clock, still in the second period. Fresh ice. 3-0 is the score. Junior Preds have a 24-6 differential on shots, and we're going to have a face-off down on the far end to the right of the Flyers goalie to kick off the second half of period number 2. Out for the face-off, you're going to have Ackright. He'll slide up to the dot. He's on a line with Howard and Reg. 28, 19, and 92. Out there with 93 and 13, which is Carney and Simpson. And we are back in action. Flyers control the puck off the face-off up to the near wall. Over to Carney, he slides it back, and Flyers take the puck and bring it back towards us here. Hard shot right off of Jonesy's chest. It happened so quick, I didn't even turn the camera. But you could hear it hit his chest protector and drop down to his glove. And Ackright steps in for that face-off. On the right. Drawn, kept by the Flyers. Shot goes high over the crossbar. Jonesy on the pads on the left side. Seals off the post. Carney steals it, gives it to Howard. Now Simpson. Carney goes down. Knocked down by Ackright. Shot goes wide left of Jonesy. Back in front, knocked away by Carney. Finds Reg, he chips it off the wall. Gets it up to Howard. Howard scoots his way up the near wall, gets to the corner, puts the brakes on. Graham comes out, joins at the blue line. Big hit. Not much doing. Simpson gave a good hit, but he kind of spun out right there, bounced off that guy. So 7:01. Fresh legs out for the Junior Preds. Ronayne, number 16, will take the face-off in the neutral zone. Kept by the Flyers. Now Gorzica. Now over the near wall, Halter. Chipped in by Ronayne. He's stacked up in front of the Preds bench. Gorzica comes in the corner, picks it up, pins it to the wall. Halter, 93 or 53. Joins the scrum. Flyers come out of the scrum with the puck, move it up ice, chip it high. They'll dump it in the corner and chase it. Wrapped over by Graham. Big hit in the wall, but that was just a Flyer checking himself into the boards. Farragut sends it on the wrap over to the far side. Centering pass. Comes up short, picked up by Halter. He sends it to Ronayne. Ronayne cuts to the left, throws a little sauce pass to the middle. Tries to pick up Farragut on the trail. Halter. Now to Kennedy. Halter loses an edge, skips over himself. Graham throws it to the net, nobody home. Heyman puts the brakes on, cuts back to behind the net, goes to the middle on the forehand. Puck's loose, puts another forehand on, gets taken out. Heyman taken to the ice. Now out to Zave. Zave fires down in front off the right pad of the Flyers goaltender. Kennedy with a hard shot goes over the crossbar, picked up by Sisti. Sisti finds the left side of the net open and puts it in the back of the net, making it 4-0. Sisti, number 12, picks up a second goal for today. Off of the rebound, off of the initial shot by Kennedy, number 75. Oh, is that his third? Oh, I thought he had two. He's got a hat trick. Well, all right. I'm not doing that. Got a net in the way. Puck's on Jonesy. He sends it over to Minish. Minish sends it back out to the blue line. Picked up by Heyman. Heyman and Sisti break to the net. 2-on-2. Hard shot to the left side, covered by the Flyers. Face off on the left dot. Line change, Junior Preds. Davis will come out, lefty. Takes the drop. He's joined by Fitz. Looks like Carney and Simpson on D. Quick shot by Heyman. Heyman's still on, or no, Fitzy. That was Fitzy, sorry. 29 with the quick shot off the draw. Loose puck, neutral zone. Carney sends it around. Picked up by Fitz. He gets stopped in his tracks. Over to Loesch. Loesch wraps it low. Picks up Davis on the far side. He comes out, sends it to the blue line. Carney sends a high shot. Deflected down in front of the net. Picked up by the Flyers. 4:10 in the second period. Hustling out is Carney. He stops the Flyers from a rush to the net. Keeps the puck, sends it forward. Clears the zone, and offsides are the Flyers. Line change for both sides. Aki will come in. Number 19 takes the face-off draw in the neutral zone. Flyers control it. Under the net. They shoot. Fan on it. Over to Howard. Howard pulls it up the wall. Tries to connect with Reg. Came up short. Farragut to the backhand. Now on the forehand. Sends it to the middle. He finds Reg. Reg is the head of the pack. He goes to the net. Gets pushed off the puck. Centered it, but there was no trailer. Farragut over to Graham. Graham looks up, sends it off the wall to back right. He tips it into the corner. Reg with the puck. Tries to center. Farragut at the blue line. Whistle. What do we got? Penalty? Yep, we got a penalty. Reds going in the box. Not sure what it was. Blocking, something like that. What was that? He did this. That's like a block. Seemed more like interference, but where's Carney when you need him? Interference is crosses, yeah. So Junior Preds got another penalty kill on their hands. Second one of the day. Jonesy with the glove. Face off to Jonesy's left. Corsica, Ronayne slide off. On comes Heyman and Sisti. They'll join Towery and Zave. Heyman on the draw, controlled by the Flyers. Loose in front, picked up by Minish. All day long I'm doing it. Huh? Yeah. Oh. So that could be a 2-10? 2-10 maybe? Misconduct is the call. We looked it up. And icing is the call also. So while we face off to Jonesy's right, we've got 2 minutes and 33 seconds remaining in the second period and 1 minute and 30 to kill. Ronayne Corsica slide back on. Towery and Zave remain. Zave off the wall, he pushes. Flyers control it, cut to the net. Lose control, picked up by Zave. He sends it up, gets it out of the zone, just got a piece of it. Shot in, right pad save, Jonesy. Back in front, Ronaine seals off his guy. Down in front, Zave with the skate save, block. Corsica on the far boards. Now Zave, back out to the blue line. Shot, tip. And out of play. Good work by the D. Some big boys out there for Philly. Davis will slide on for the face-off to the left of Jonesy. Philly controls the puck, loses it, and the puck goes out in the neutral zone, so they'll have to reset. Minute 40 remains, second period. Simpson's on. He sends a backhand down into the far zone. Davis got into a little collision there. Upended his guy. He lost his stick. Flyers come across. Poke check by Simpson. Shot. Goes zooming past Jonesy. Davis at the wall. Got a little low. Big hit there by 68, but he wore it well. Flyers trying to mount some kind of offense here. They got 12 shots on net so far. We got 28. 5 seconds to kill here. We'll see if Reg is coming out of the box. And he does not. So Ackright comes on. Carney's out. He's joined by Graham. Graham on the backside. Sends it over to Ackright. He finds Carney. Carney moves it up to Loesch. Loesch gives chase down the far side. He's in for 10. 2 and 10. Yep. Graham slides in. Poke check. Sends the puck to the far side. Carney gathers it, sends it to Ackright. He chips it over to Graham. Graham sends it back up off the wall. Icing will be the call. Came off a little hot there. 12 seconds remain. What? Oh, nice. Thanks. I can't look at it right now. Face off over on the left dot here, left of Jonesy. We're 5 on 5, but Reg is going to stay in the box for another 10 minutes, so we got a 2 and 10. The misconduct. Shot on, stick save, glove save. Gathering at the net. Heyman with a little shove. Towery's in there to help. And we'll have a face-off right here on the near dot. Heyman will take the face off. He talks it over. He's got Kennedy and Towery out with Sisti, working with Zave. Face off right back to Towery. He sends it to Zave. Zave shoots it up ice. And that's going to be on the net and at the buzzer. So after 2, Junior Preds up 4-0. Goalies will change sides, so we'll finish up with action on this end, and we'll be right back. I gotta do a spinaroo here. Not trying to make you dizzy, just trying to make it easier for this tripod to move. Period number 3. Coming to you live from Bellevue. Ice. Ford Ice Arena in Bellevue. Quick whistle. Killed everything. We had some guys creeping into the circle. So we'll start over. Heyman taking the face off at center ice. Draw is down. 1 in control by the Preds. Farragut goes back behind the net. Picks it up. Sends it up the short wall. Finds Kennedy. He tips it. That's going to come down, and icing is the call. So face off back on the other end. Face off, draw, won by the Flyers. They got a shot, went wide off the right pad of Jonesy. Flyers chip it ahead, blocked by Farragut. He sends it in. In comes Sisti. Picks it up, sends it back out, finds Heyman. Heyman looks, drops it to Farragut. He sends it to the net, goes wide. Kennedy tried to get a piece of it on the tip. Picks it up low corner. Kennedy tries to get around 2, loses it, drops it back. Finds Sisti on the corner. Sisti lifts it high, finds Farragut. Quick shot in front, tipped in! And Heyman with the tip. I didn't get that completely in frame, I'm sorry. Slow on the draw today. Farragut with the hard shot to the net, tipped in by Heyman. Makes it 5-0. Davis, Fitz, Loesch. On for the Junior Preds on the forward side of things. Loesch comes in hot. Over to the side, Fitzy comes in. Flyers turn it up the other way. Stood up by the D. Nice job by Simpson up at the blue line on the far side. Simpson sends it around, picks it up on the far corner, finds Fitzy. Fitzy gets it to Davis. He comes in, takes the speed, shoots. Hard shot, glove. And Loesch and Davis collide behind the net. Hard shot. Line change. Preds. Back right. Draws, falls down. Picked up by Howard. And interference is going to be the call. Interference for the Flyers. They're going to be in the box. And the Junior Preds will go on a power play. 5-on-4 for 2 minutes. Ackright steps in for the face-off. Draws it. Held in by the Preds. Ackright moves it to the blue line, finds Towery. Towery drops it back to Ackright. Ackright takes the low side, goes back to the high side. Little fanned on the pass, keeps it. Tries to drop it to Towery. He drops into the slot, cuts back, sends it across ice. Nice look. Manish. He finds it. Seam through the 5-hole. Manish with the solo shot with a nice pass across ice by Towery. That gives a 6-0 score here in the third period. Ronayne with the draw, sends it far side. Picked up by the Preds. Moved in by Ronayne, picked up by Halter. Ricky goes for a tip. Off of the shot by Towery. Knocked down and saved by the goaltender for the Flyers. So we'll have a face-off draw right in front of you here. Ronayne surveys and looks. Draw one by the Flyers. Far side, loose puck at the blue line. Graham, he trips a Flyer, and that will bring us to a penalty kill. Graham, 17 in the box. 2 minutes for the trip. Flyers on the power play. Face-off draw, won by the Preds for a moment, taken back by the Flyers. Oh, shorthanded. We got a shorthanded chance. Sisty coming up the wing. He might have it. Sauce pass knocked down. Nice look. He was trying to take it over to Heyman on the opposite wing. Looking for that shorty. Sisty's got 3 on the day. In the corner, pinned to the wall, Simpson takes his man in, sticks him. You're right behind the beam in front of your view. Sisty kicks it out of the zone, tries to push through the D. Back go the Flyers. Picked up by Heyman at center ice. He's bumped off the puck. Stays with it, sends it over, finds Simpson. Simpson comes in, tries to speed up. He gets bumped off, gets to the forehand, lifts it high into the corner. Picks it up, gets taken out. Over to Ronayne. He finds Zaves. Zaves sends it around to the far side. 49 seconds to kill. Heyman in the corner. Now the Flyers turn the other way. Over comes Ronayne. Back to center ice. Towery gathers. He finds Ronayne. Ronayne's got 2 in front. He's going to try and walk through. Lost the handle. Right behind the little bar that holds the glass in front of you here. Nice push off by Halter. 20 seconds to kill. Puck's in the neutral zone. Controlled by the Flyers. Now Ronayne, he'll get it out. Clears the zone. Forces Florida, the Flyers to reset. 2 seconds left. And we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Korziga comes out. He's going to have a foot race. You got to get to it. Get to it, Ricky. There you go. Ricky with it. Hustles down. Gets the forehand shot. Takes it off the pads. Good hustle, though. Came out of the box and caught him sleeping. Back the other way. Xander Kennedy wraps it over to the far corner. He finds Korziga. Cross ice pass for Korziga, finds Kennedy. He got in deep, left the puck behind. Picked up by Graham and whistle offsides. Too many men? Yep, too many men. Man, can't do that. So Fitzy's gonna go in the box for this penalty. Preds called for too many men on the ice. So we gotta kill another power play opportunity for the Flyers. 10:43 on the clock, 6-0 is the score. 35 shots to 13 in favor of the Junior Preds. Quickly to the net, shot goes wide to the left. Jonesy. Cleared out by Graham, rolling puck. Hustling down is Loshi. He hustles in. Beats the icing call, gets doubled up and behind the net. Hand pass. And they won't call that. I don't think they saw it. We saw it. Davis goes on with Loesch. Loesch lifts it into the zone. They're just killing the clock, killing time. Davis, Loesch, Farragut and Graham working on the penalty kill here in the third period with 10 minutes to go. An icing or offsides is the call for the Flyers. Hey, you made it. Came to see me this time. You're up, right there. Far corner, up in front of the Preds boards or bench. Up comes Ackright. Oh, he lost it. Took a stick at the process, and then he lost an edge. Interesting sequence. Shot, slides wide right on the deflection by Carney. Graham sends it up the wall. Taken back by the Flyers quickly. We got 34 seconds to kill. Shot goes wide right. Don't know if the blocker got a piece of it or not, but shot did go wide. Sent in by Howard. Played by the netminder for the Flyers. Picked up and taken back the other way while Preds make a change. Heyman with the poke check. Steals it. Sisti comes up the wall. He's got some room. Comes in with a hard shot. Gets his fourth goal on the day. Sisti, a one-man shooting machine. Finds the left side. Puts it in the net. Makes it 7-0. Here in the third period. Back in action. Heyman takes the draw. Sisti crosses the ice. Pushes it to the far wall. Sisti again. Looks up. Finds Heyman. He gets a piece of it. Takes it back behind the net. Big hit by Kennedy. He gets the short end of that deal. Shot by Simpson. Puts it on net. Face-off draw over on the far dot. Line change for both sides. Ronayne slides in for the face-off. He talks it over with Gorzica. Halter slides back behind Ronayne. He'll look to draw it backwards. Dead moves it forwards. Gorzica picks it up. Cycles around, gets it out to the blue line. Gorzica shoots on the pads. Boost in front. Back out to the blue line. Sent into the corner by Zave. Ronayne gives a little elbow, ties his man up, gets a push. He's like, good, you're frustrated. Like it. Little bouncer goes to the net, covered by the Flyers goalie. Line change coming for the Junior Preds. Ackright comes out with Kennedy and Howard. Ackright slides in for the faceoff. Slashes it forward. Chip tie out of play by the Flyers. And we'll have a redo on the faceoff. Same dot, same bat channel. 38 shots to 14. 7:43 on the clock. Remaining in the third period. Puck is down. Picked up by the Flyers. Back the other direction. Behind Jonesy, Towery gives chase. Pushes his man off the puck. Shot in front. Gets blocked. And we've got a whistle. What do we got? Tell me what we got there, Stripes. Looks like a Junior Pred going off the ice or roughing. Howard going in the pen. Going in the state pen. Going to do some time on the roughing call. I didn't have to look that one up. Your kid's a criminal. Yeah, it was. Huh? Oh, I saw yours go over at the same time. I thought he was going in. I stand corrected. That Howard's a great kid. It's Zave. He's in the box. He's the criminal. Number 22 in for roughing. That Howard's got a good attorney. Yeah. Let's see, we had a stoppage in play. Puck looks like it might have gone out of play. So we got a minute and 33 to kill. Your penalty kill team is Davis, Loesch, Farragut. Loose puck in front, covered by Jonesy. And Carney. So that rounds off your penalty killers here for at least the moment. Minute 25, looks like Farragut's gonna slide off. Far side, Loesch. Carney. Shot on Jonesy. He wears it and gloves it. Stops the clock at 6:36. Little far side activity. Get you down there a little bit. See if it's too foggy because of the markings on the glass. Back behind the net. Flyers push it out of the zone. Foot race. Kennedy comes in, puts the brakes on, looks across, centering pass. He finds Fitzy. Fitzy gets a nice shot on net. Good look right there. Good teamwork. Kennedy looking for the trailer. He finds Fitzy on the trail. Fitzy gets the shot. Puts it in the belly of the netminder for Flyers. Fitzy steps in for the face-off. Kennedy over on the right. Graham and Farragut slide back on for D at the blue line. Wrapped over to the near boards by Flyers. Loose in front. In the middle, Kennedy slides over, does a little spinning move. Huge hit! Just rocked him at the boards. 75, bringing some punishment. Good ice awareness, actually. She turned right into him the right direction. Fitzy, ooh, just overskated. It goes through the D. Tries to pick it up, and no tripping. Looked like it could have been a trip. Fitzy gets hit at the wall, takes it, keeps the puck, centers it. He finds 17. Graham shoots wide. We are 5-on-5, 5:22 remaining in the third period. Kennedy comes in, takes a high stick to the helmet. Water bottle got knocked on the ice. Farragut says, get that out of my way. He sends it down the opposite side of the ice. Flyers take it to the far corner. Poked away by Graham. He keeps it, takes it behind the net. Oh, lost the puck right there to the Flyers in the opposite corner. Hard shot goes wide right over the shoulder of Jonesy. Off the wall. Here comes Kennedy, he gets a piece of it. Gets back on side. Nope, not in time. Got a step off. But he was trying to get on sides. We are full strength, 5-on-5. Puck loose in the middle, picked up by Gorzica. He sends it in. Picked up by the Flyers. Kept in by Gorzica. Sent over to Halter. Ronayne on the far boards. Minish with a high shot. Knocked down by the Flyers. Tearing back the other way. Flyers chip it into the corner, wrapped around the backside of Jonesy, picked up by Zave, number 22. Sent up the wall by Halter. Nice pickup. Corsica sends it into the neutral zone. Towery comes back on. He's got Ackright in pursuit. Zave pushes the puck forward, finds Ackright. They get to the blue line. Can't clear the zone. Kick it out. Now brought back in by the Flyers. Zave with the tie-up. Picked up by Ronayne. He backhands it. Sends it on ice or on net. Oh, whistle too early. Reg comes in. He didn't have the puck. Reg picked it up loose, but too late. Ref was blocked out. Couldn't see the puck. Ackright slides in, takes the drop. Keeps it. Tries to center it to Reg. Carney shoots, gets a little piece of it, didn't get a solid shot. Howard takes a shot, blocked by the Flyers. Back to Simpson. He sends it over to the far side. Sent in by Ackright. Reg comes in. Steals the puck. Backhand. Tries to find Howard. Back the other way. Carney comes over. Picks up the puck. Sends it to the wall. Flyers skater falls over. Simpson at the wall. Gets a little help on the backside from Carney. He sends it to the far side. Picked up by Howard. He loads, hits the post and deflects to the left side. Picked up by Ackright. 2 minutes and 30 on the clock. Sent in on the wraparound by Howard. Reg picks it up. He gets slammed at the wall. Ackright slides over back behind the net. Takes control of the puck. Keeps it going. Reg comes over. Gets it to Loesch. Farragut. Moves it behind the net. Over to Ackright. Flyers march in, shoot. Nice save by Jonesy on the far end. Uses the pads to kick it away. Flyers trying to get that. Davis comes in. He cuts across. Shoots wide. Does a little toe drag and then loads and fires. I only had one on in front of him. Good idea to shoot wide. Picked up by Fitzy down on the other end. Fitzy moves it to Davis. Davis backhands it. And somebody's going off. Flyers player's going off for roughing. So it looks like Farragut and one of the Flyers players going off for roughing together. So it'll still be 5-on-5. Both of them will go sit for the remainder of the game. The minute and 23 on the clock. So we'll be actually 4-on-4 hockey. Nope, take that back. 5-on-5. Ronayne out with Gorzica Halter. Towery and Zave. Zave works the wall, keeps it in. Halter joins him. They're just pinning it to the wall, killing time. Flyers try to clear the zone. Gorzica in front. Nice pick up by Halter at the wall. Out to the blue line, kept in by Zave. Halter will come into the corner. Nice slip of the check right there. Comes across, Towery knocking on the wall right in front of us here. 36 seconds remain. Flyers with the puck. 2 in the box, puck deflected out of play over the Philly bench, which will lead to a face-off right here in the offensive zone for the Preds. Davis comes in for the face-off. Final 27 seconds. Davis with Loesch. And Fitz. Davis pushes, tries to push through the opposing center to the net, goes behind the net, over to the far side. Davis gets chase, puts the hard cut back in. He gets spun around and taken out on the hold, but no whistle. Cowrie does a little dance along the wall. Nice footwork, nice skate work. Davis upended. He keeps banging away. Keeps pushing. They're going to go back and forth. That away. Got a little fight in him.
Does that not count? He just avoided going to the box.
I know, right? There you have it, folks. That is the conclusion of today's game. 7-0 the final score. We will be back on the dock 8:45 tonight.
8 p.m. tonight.
Oh, 8 p.m. tonight.
8:45 tomorrow.
I've been corrected. 8 o'clock. We'll catch you all then.